Good morning. Today we're going to cover part 4 on command opportunities, which includes how to create an offer and how to submit a commission, which is the green sheet replacement. So to begin with, we need to go to command, which is agent.kw.com. From here, we're going to go to the opportunities, which is the handshake on the far left side. Once you're in opportunities, locate the opportunity that you are wanting to add the offer on, which you can find them by looking at the different phases and figuring out, knowing which phase it's in currently, or you can also click on all opportunities and you can find it this way as well. You've got the option to use filters or search by address, assignee, contact, or opportunity number. There's an opportunity, each person, oh no, I guess that means the name. Okay, the name and then the address are two different fields. Okay, so let's just find one real quick. So I'm going to sort by close date. I'm going to go back out and find mine in the pipeline. Click on active, and then I'm going to use this one. So once you locate the opportunity, if you're using the pipeline to find it, just click on the address itself, or you can click the 3 dots and click view details. This is also how you archive an opportunity as well. You archive an opportunity when it's like when you accidentally input a listing opportunity when you really wanted to do a buyer opportunity. The next step, once you realize that it needs to be changed, would be to go and archive the opportunity itself, not choose the lost opportunity option, because that's specifically for when you've lost the transaction, whether it be a listing is withdrawn or released or contract busts. So click on the name of the opportunity. And since we're going to put an offer in, the first step you need to take is to click the little pencil next to general information right here. Once that opens up, scroll down to where you see contract date and enter in that the contract date for this transaction. I'm going to put in today. And you don't have to fill any of the rest of this out. It doesn't hurt if you do, obviously. You might change this opportunity phase to under contract, since hopefully it's fixing to be under contract, and then you have the different stages you can choose from here. Okay, so now I'm going to click save. Now the reason we had to put that contract date in here is because once you get to the commissions tab, you cannot go any further with the commission until you have the contract date added into this section here. So I was just thinking ahead, that way we don't have to backtrack here in a minute. So now I'm going to click offers. And remember, this is part 4 in the series, so we've already done the documents and submitted those to the Market Center for the listing or whatever. So I'm just going to be putting in the offer for this video. So to start with, you go over to the right and you click add new offer. You can change the name of this if you want to. You could add in the buyer's name or the seller, the buyer's name obviously, or you can put second offer or third offer, however you want to name it. They suggest just leaving the first one initial offer, just so you can know which one was first. The next fields you have are the offer date and the close date. Then click parties at the bottom on the right. You're going to need to enter in the other party's name, just the first and last name is all, and then also the realtor's name that's representing the other party. If it's you, then that's what you would put there, would be your name. I'm going to put in my pretend client. You don't have to put in any of the rest of this information. You can check the pre-approved or pre-qualified boxes if you know that that is the case. You don't have to enter in the other agent's email or phone number, but again, it's not going to hurt anything if you do. And then I'm going to click terms. I'm going to go back thing. Okay. Now on the terms, you enter in either the cash or the finance amount or a combination of both, depending on what the offer actually is. Then on the earnest amount, you can either put the percentage in or the earnest amount, the dollar amount itself. Either way, it'll calculate the other field for you automatically. The option fee, just skip that field. That is specifically for Texas agents. And then you can also, at the bottom here where it says seller costs, you can enter in an amount if the buyer wants the seller to pay for a home warranty, or if the buyer wants the seller to contribute to the settlement costs. Then click Agent Analysis. Here's where you have the opportunity to put in the pros and cons and a summary if you so choose to. This is where you can kind of really set yourself as the expert on things. Use a little bit of your insight here as a real estate agent to list the pros and cons, because this does also give you the opportunity, you'll see once I click Save here, to add a second, third, so on and so forth offers into this, so that we'll actually create a spreadsheet type form that compares each offer side by side. So it's kind of neat. So if you use the pros and cons fields that we saw on the last screen, that would really kind of aid your buyer, your seller, with making a decision. Okay, so now once you have the offer in, the next step is you need to do is click accept if that's what's they've accepted the offer. Now you'll notice once I click accept, the commissions tab now is lit up where I can click on it. There are a few other options for the offers here, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm just trying to get you guys the basics so you all can utilize this starting this week if you haven't already, which I hope that you all have. So now I'm going to click on commissions, and you'll see here it auto-fills a lot of the information for me. It's got $205,000 there as the sales price. The commission is 3. Let's see here. It's got all that information entered. Now let's say that you are on a team, or you're splitting your commission with another agent inside the market center. You'll notice right here at the bottom it says can't add another agent. Total payment amount has been distributed. We scroll up just a tiny bit and you change this total commission for underneath the agent breakdown section. If I was to change this to, then let it refresh. I scroll down to the bottom, you'll see now that that has changed to add agent. So I can actually add a second agent in here if I want to. Just start typing their name and it will drop down below. Click add. Now if you scroll down just a tiny bit, now you can see the second agent added. So I need to add in his amount for his commission. And then I can also adjust the units here if I want to. Oh, I did the math wrong on that. There we go. Okay, so and if you mess up and you don't want to add the agent, or you pick the wrong person or something, there's always a little trash can icon over to the right. Okay, so now it's got the breakdown for each person. So you see that I'm just going to go ahead and erase him out of here. Change this back. Now, you'll see here that you've got the cap, your royalty cap, and your company dollar cap, and this is in real time. You no longer have to wait until next month before it refreshes, or before you can see what the total amount is that you've paid in. It is actually, it does it as the transactions go in, so it's real time. Let's see here. It actually deducts the E&O on the page, on the calculations here, instead of having to add it manually. And then there's a field for KW Cares, Kids Can, and Bold Scholarships. So if you wanted to add anything to any of these fields, you would just click inside here and just type an amount. You will notice that the KW Care Bear field is not there, since that is just an in-office donation account. So what you would need to do is come down here to the bottom and click Add Item, choose Deduction, type in your amount, description, office address, and then make sure when you type in the address, when it drops down the options, that you choose the office address, because if you just type it in and go on to the next field, it doesn't actually know that you have put in an address. You have to select it from the drop down. Phone number in, and then that's all the required fields. So you just click Add. Now you'll see that it just added that field to my deductions. Now let's say that I'm paying the file review fee. Here's another way, or another one we can do. So you click Deduction, and you're going to put in 70, and then do seller Williams. Oops. Number, and click Add. And now you'll see there that it's deducting the seller file review fee from my total commission. Now, the very last thing that that you need to do is go over to the right side where you see Add Note, and click Add Note, and then in this box right here, list out where the file is closing at, what title company, and then if you have the email address or the name of the person, the closer with the title company, go ahead and list that here too. And also, if we are holding earnest money for this file, please be sure to enter it into the notes section here as well. Then once you've entered in your note, see. If you can, when you're entering in the title company, be sure to, especially if you know that there's multiple locations, you don't have to put the exact address in, just, you know, South, Stewart Title South is sufficient, or Gaillardia, or whatever it is that will help distinguish which title company specifically it is for Dina. Okay, then you click Add, and you'll see here that there's my note, and then I just hit Submit, and then we get the notification so we can get that DA processed for you. Okay, well, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to go ahead and, oh, let me show you one last thing. When you go into your documents, when we process the DA and it's added to your file, you can locate it by going to the closed folder underneath the documents, and you'll see right here the very top item is DA. She will also be sending that to the title company for you as well. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to call or text me at 405-625-5129, or reach out to me via email at greenmeadowtech@kw.com. Have a great day.